There. Is it going? I think it's going. Hey, cool. All right, I think it's working. There's this YouTube lag that... Because I don't really know what I'm doing, I don't trust myself. So let's see what it says when it catches up. Hey, it looks like it's on. Excellent. Hey, folks, how's everybody doing out there? And no, Carrie, I meant actually a cup of tea. There will be, unfortunately, you're right. No Guinness had today. No Guinness had today. That's I have a Danger Bird on deck for later on. From a pouring dream came a sweet Colleen. She smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, I shook myself to see if I was really there. From Bantry Bay on the Derry Quay, from Galway to Dublin town, made a scene with the fair Colleen that I met at the county down. July. From a pouring rain came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf that I shook myself to see if I was really there. From Bantry Bay on the Derry Quay, from Galway to Dublin town, made a scene with the fair Colleen that I met at the county down. From Bantry Bay on the Derry Quay, from Galway Dublin town, made a scene with the fair Colleen that I met at the county down. From Bantry Bay on the Derry Quay, from Galway to Dublin town, made a scene with the fair Colleen. She's the star of the county down. Yep. Hey, there we go. Star of the county down. Just because I've been starting sets with that forever and ever and ever and ever, and usually on St. Patrick's Day. That was kind of the end of my plan. So I have a list of songs here that, you know, I will probably go through at some point. A lot of you folks tuning in, you know this show better than I do anyway, so holler them out. I probably won't do them anyway, but hello, Richmond, BC. So good to see that you're out there. Hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody's happy. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's go to... We'll hit a couple of the greatest hits, and then we'll float around a little bit. How is... I realize I won't get this for a few minutes, but how is the mix out there? Is the mix all right? Not that I'm going to do anything about it, but it doesn't hurt to ask. It seems like a nice thing to sort of do, you know? Yeah, 'cause why not, huh? So I will be reaching over here and flipping through the book a little bit because, again, still... This streaming thing does kind of still squiff me out a little bit. Lyrics and such are a factor. I would rather, you know, pause and chat a little bit, flip through books, do the songs with the lyrics and stuff. Here we go. I'm a little quiet though. Wow, that never happens. Turn it up on your end, because I don't think I can do anything about it on my end without shutting down and just sing it. Yeah, thanks, Patrick. Jeez, really appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet my fans. No, really. Cool. As I was going over the Kilgary Mountain, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. So first I drew my pistol, then I rattled forth me rapier, saying, "Stand and deliver, for I am the bold deceiver." Mushroom, rub-a-doo, rub-a-da. Whack-ball, daddy-o, whack-ball, daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. He counted out his money, it made a pretty penny. Took the booty home with me for to give to darling Jenny. She kissed me and she swore that she never would deceive me. But while I was sleeping of my blade, she did relieve me. Mushroom, rub-a-doo, rub-a-da. Whack-ball, daddy-o, whack-ball, the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. It was early in the morning, I awoke to Jenny's favor. The guards were standing around me and me without my saber. I flew to my pistols, but alack, I was mistaken. For Jenny wet the powder, so its prisoner I was taken. Mushroom, rub-a-doo, rub-a-da. Whack-ball, the daddy-o, whack-ball, the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Mushroom, rub-a-doo, rub-a-da. Whack-ball, the daddy-o, whack-ball, the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Perfect, Gary. They hauled me off to jail without nor judge nor lawyer, and the arm of Captain Farrell around Jenny, my destroyer. But they didn't tie me fist, so I knocked the sentry down. I bid a fond farewell to the jail in Sligo town. Whack-ball, the daddy-o, whack-ball, the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Whack-a-mole the daddy-o, whack-a-mole the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Well, there's some who takes delight in fishing or in bowling, yet others take delight in their carriages gently rolling. Me, I take delight in the reeving of the barley, chasing pretty fair maids in the morning bright and early, mushering ramadoo ramada. Whack-a-mole the daddy-o, whack-a-mole the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar, mushering ramadoo ramada. Whack-a-mole the daddy-o, whack-a-mole the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar, mushering ramadoo ramada. Whack-a-mole the daddy-o, whack-a-mole the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Cool. That was fun. That was very, very fun. Sláinte. Michael Bodwin, if you're out there, you make a damn good beer. We've had that conversation. I am a little disappointed that there was no stout left. Chapter 2 has run out of the stout, and Chapter 2 tells me there will be no more stout until next St. Patrick's Day. I thought it was next St. Patrick's Day. All right, I haven't played this one in a million years. My buddy Rick asked for it. Let me flip through here and see if I can find them lyrics for it, just because, having not played it in forever and ever, I will probably forget it. I know it's in here somewhere. There we go. Woohoo. I think Carrie's trying to tell us in the chat that she's making dinner. She's chopping vegetables. Is that what that is? It ends with a chili, so I kind of like that. This is an old Irish war song that I learned. You know what? I might have learned this originally from you, Rick. I may have. Or did we steal it from James Keelahan? I can't remember. Spent a lot of years in a bunch of different bands. Celtic Cross, 4th Street, Barley Reavers, that kind of stuff, playing this song. If Akos Tozer is out there, he might remember it from the Sandwich Mill days. Boy, that was a lot of fun. Disgrace that Black FitzWilliam stormed your place, drove you to the fair. Grace and victory was sure, soon the fire ran heat secure, and then he met at Grenville with McHugh O'Brien. Curse and swear, Lord Kildare, fear will do what fear will dare. Now FitzWilliam, have a care, fallen is your star, Lord. Up with halberd, up with sword, and on will go for by the Lord. Fear McHugh has given the word, follow me up to Carlow. They're flashing o'er the English pale. See all the children of the gale beneath O'Byrne's banner. Rooster of a fighting stock, would you let a Saxon cock curl out upon an Irish rock? Fly him and teach him manners. Curse and swear, Lord Kildare, fear will do what fear will dare. Now FitzWilliam, have a care, fallen is your star though. Up with halberd, out with sword, and home will go for by the Lord. Fear McHugh has given the word, follow me up to Carlow. Of Saxon gore will great as Rory Oglemore, and driving the loons to Hades, white is sick and grey is fled. Now for Black FitzWilliam's head, we'll send it over a dripping red. beds of Queen Liza and her ladies. Curse and swear, Lord Kildare, fear will do what fear will dare. Now Fitzwilliam, have a care, fall it into your star, Lord. Up with halberd, out with sword, and one will go for by the Lord. Vic McHugh has given the word, follow me up to Carlo. Disgrace that Black Fitzwilliam stormed your place, drove you to the fern. Grace and victory was sure. Soon the firebrand he'd secure, and then he met at Glenmalure with Fear McHugh O'Brien. Curse and swear, Lord Kildare, fear will do what fear will dare. Now Fitzwilliam, have a care, all it is your star, Lord. Up with halberd, out with sword, and one will go for by the Lord. Fear McHugh has given the word, follow me up to Carlo. Curse and swear, Lord Kildare, fear will do what fear will dare. Now Fitzwilliam, have a care, all in your star, Lord. Up with halberd, up with sword, and one will go for by the Lord. Vic McHugh has given the word, follow me up to Carlo. Follow me up to Carlo. Follow me up to Carlo. Hey, that was fun. I might have to put that one back on the list. If I ever get to go out and play music outside of the bunker ever again, oh, wouldn't that be nice? I'm trying to think of a way that maybe if the weather is nice, I could maybe do this from outside. That would be kind of cool. I thought maybe. I don't know. Pardon me while I reach over here and do something here. Okay. I just want to sort of keep a list of Okay. Cool. I feel like we just did the Ship the Irish Rover. I feel like we just did that, so maybe later. What I would like to do now is not actually Irish at all, to my knowledge anyway. It's actually a little piece of Canadiana by a wonderful comedian called Lorne Elliott. I know it as Tonight's the Night We're Gonna Get Granny Plastered. I stole it off of him. I saw him do it on one of these, used to be the stand-up comedy show from the festival, Just for Laughs. There we go. Yeah, used to be on. Yeah, so I saw a recording of Lorne Elliott do this song on Just for Laughs one night. And quite frankly, the first time I went through it, it was like, oh, I'm having that. Now, I haven't played it in a whole long time, but it also helps support the CanCon segment of the show. Also, I was babysat by my grandmother an awful lot when I was growing up, which is not an excuse to blame her for any of this at all. This is not her fault. She tried. Bless her heart, she tried. While Mom is out, and Dad is out, and we're here all alone. Well, they said they'd call before bedtime, so we unhooked the phone. They've taken the liquor cabinet key, but a crowbar works just as well. 'Cause tonight's the night we're gonna get Granny plastered. We spiked her cup of tea with rum, and a twinkle came to her eye. A glass of sherry be nice, she said, so we spiked her sherry with rye. She throttled a bottle of whiskey with a cry, oh, what the hell? It sure was a sight the night we got Granny plastered. Cause when Granny gets plastered, she drinks like a bastard. She smokes, she sings, she swears. Her legs get all weavy, it's better than TV. She rolls the piano downstairs. But no doubt about it, the best thing about it, when Granny has had a few, she doesn't like to drink alone, so she gets you plastered too. Got out her record 78s, but the stereo doesn't play at the speed you need till you wire 440, but when it is done that way, it causes the motor to burst into flame. Good thing the aquarium was near. Tropical fish don't like it when Granny gets plastered, cause when Granny gets plastered, she drinks like a bastard. She smokes, she sings, she swears. Her legs get all weavy, it's better than TV. She rolls the piano downstairs. But no doubt about it, the best thing about it, when Granny has had a few, she doesn't like to drink alone, so she gets you plastered too. Our parents got home at midnight, but by then she'd barred the door. So they called for the cops, by then she'd fetched and loaded the 44. She claimed she aimed above their heads, but her aim's not up to par. And what with the tax she's paid in her life, she covered the new squad car. Now Granny's been hung over. We got grounded for a year. And Dad has caught religion since Mom started hitting the beer. They sent Granny away for the rest of her days to live in an old age home, where she's doing quite well. The new clientele since she opened that bar of her own. Cause when Granny gets plastered, she drinks like a bastard. She smokes, she sings, she swears. Her legs get all weavy, it's better than TV. She rolls the piano downstairs. But no doubt about it, the best thing about it, when Granny has had a few, she doesn't like to drink alone, so she gets you plastered too. Granny gets plastered, she drinks like a bastard. She smokes, she sings, she swears. Her legs get all weavy, it's better than TV. She rolls the piano downstairs. But no doubt about it, the best thing about it, when Granny has had a few, she doesn't like to drink alone, so she gets you plastered too. And if you go down to Granny's house, she'll get you plastered too. Oh, my poor grandmother. She's never deserved that song, but I used to send it to her all the time. That was fun. That was an awful lot of fun. That's an awful lot of tasty. Hey, Petra! Petra's in the chat. Woohoo! Hi, Ottawa. It's very nice to see you. Something which I never really get much of a chance to play on St. Patrick's Day, because it's not really, it's a fun song, but it's a little bit, well, it's not that upbeat. What did I call them last time? I called them foot clapping, hand stomping songs. It's not one of those. Song from Pat Cooksey. It's been recorded by just about everybody. It's known as Patty's Not at Work. It's known as The Sick Note. I learned it as the Bricklayers song. I think I got it off I used to sit at home on a Sunday afternoon, usually while I was brewing or cooking or something like that, back when NPR used to run the Thistle and Shamrock in the middle of a Sunday afternoon, and it was a fantastic show. And I would sit there. Basically, what I would do is I would record the whole show onto cassette tapes, and then throughout the week, when I had a little bit of time, I would sit down and edit the songs that I really, 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 really liked onto other cassettes. I had, 6 or 8 or 10 that were quite fun. Unfortunately, cassette tapes, along with well, pretty much all physical media here, physical media around this house, went by the wayside. And Tanos is in the chat. Wow, this place will let anybody in. Dear sir, I write this note to you to tell you of my plight. For at the time of writing it, I'm not a pretty sight. My body is all black and blue, my face a deathly gray. I write this note to say why I am not at work today. While working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear. But tossing them down from such a height was not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, he is an awkward sod. He said I had to cart them down the ladder in me hod. While clearing all these bricks by hand, it was so very slow. I hoisted up a barrel and secured a rope below. But in me haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel full of building bricks was heavier than me. So when I untied the rope, the barrel fell like lead, and clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. I shot up like a rocket, and to my dismay I found that halfway up I met the bloody barrel coming down. The barrel broke me shoulder as to the ground it sped. When I reached the top, I banged the pulley with my head, but I clung on tightly, numb with shock from this almighty blow. While the barrel spilled out half its bricks some 14 floors below. Now when these bricks had fallen from the barrel to the floor, I then outweighed the barrel and so started down once more. But I clung on tightly to the rope, me body racked with pain. Halfway down I met the bloody barrel once again. Oh. The force of this collision halfway down the office block caused multiple abrasions and a nasty case of shock. But I clung on tightly to the rope as I fell towards the ground, and I landed on the broken bricks the barrel had scattered round. Well, as I lay there on the ground, I thought I'd passed the worst, but the barrel hit the pulley wheel, then the bottom burst. A shower of bricks rained down on me, I didn't have a hope. As I lay there bleeding on the ground, I let go of the bloody rope. The barrel now being heavier, it started down once more. It landed right across me as I lay there on the floor. It broke 3 ribs in my left arm, and I can only say, I hope you'll understand why I am not at work today. Which is also probably my single favorite episode. Single favorite? Well, okay. 8 other really good episodes. Okay, let's just say that it's an episode that I really, 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 really like of Mythbusters. Because way back a million years ago, it might have even been one of the first episodes, if not the first episode, they actually set that up. They had a barrel of bricks, they had Buster rigged to it, and a whole thing. And they made it actually work, whereby when they released it, he went up, he hit the barrel, he hit the pulley, the barrel lost a bunch of bricks, he came back down, halfway down he hit the barrel again, he landed on the ground, he let go of the rope, and then the barrel fell across him. It was amazing. It was the beginning of my love affair with Mythbusters. Kind of always wanted to send that song to Adam Savage. Yeah, cool. All right, so now what? Let me see here. let's go back into... Ooh, we're going to tune that a little bit. Tune that a little bit there. Everybody's holding up all right out there, I hope. We're not taking the easing of restrictions quite too seriously, are we? We're just still like... Still in, oh my God, there's a pandemic going on mode. Let's stay in that mode for a while, all right? Yeah, it's a good idea. I was at Costco yesterday, and it was surprisingly nice. It was okay. My friend Elizabeth made us a few masks. So Sarah wore that. Unfortunately, my head is, I've got a huge melon, so it was a little uncomfortable. So I threw on a bandana. Took me back to my bank robbing, horse thieving days. That was kind of nice. I've been a wilder rover for many's a year. And I've spent all my money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I promise to play the wild rover no more. And it's no nay, never. No nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. I went into an alehouse I'd been known to frequent, and I told the landlady my money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay, saying credit like yours I can have any day. And it's no nay, never, no nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. I suppose I am remiss. There may be people out there who don't know their part. Carrie has been kind enough to remind me in the chat that you have singing along to do, singing along, hollering along, I suppose maybe typing along. When I go, and it's no nay, never, you go right up your kilt. No nay, never, no more, up your own. Will I play the wild rover? Back at you. No, never, no more. Open wide with delight. Said she, we had whiskeys and wines of the best, and for 7 more years I can show you mine. And it's no nay, never, no nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. Don't look at the chat, 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 don't look at the chat. I'll go home to my mother, confess what I've done, and I'll ask her to pardon her prodigal son. And if she forgives me like she done before, sure I never might play the wild rover no more. And it's no nay, never, no nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. Now I've been a folk singer for many's a year. Can you sing the wild rover? It's all that I hear. So I think I'll retire to live on the dole, where I won't have to play the wild rover no more. And it's no nay, never, no nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. And it's no nay, never, no nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, really, really, really missed St. Patrick's Day this year. I really did. March 16th. That was the last time I sat in a pub. Ended up at Chapter 2 with some friends and kind of an impromptu thing. And it just broke my heart knowing that the next day we were all going into, well, that's enough of that. Better enjoy it while you can, because ain't no more gonna happen. Yeah, we'll get there. One day we'll get there. One day it will be all right to go into pubs to do things like hug friends and things like that again. Oh, I miss hugging friends. I feel like I say that on every single one of these streams, but on every single one of these streams, I mean it. I miss hugging friends. Driveway beers isn't bad, though. Driveway beers is an interesting thing that's happening in the world these days. Where you can, sort of be with people but not with people, hang out in the front yard, have a beverage, enjoy the weather. I mean, it's yucky pissing down rain today, but, My friend Peter requested this. I met some of your Chapter 2 friends in Jamaica. Are you kidding me? That's a story I got to hear. But I'm not going to hear it now because literally I can't do this and read chat at the same time, as you may well have noticed. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. I mean, shouldn't really be all that surprising because, well, drunks are everywhere, right? Drunks are everywhere, and, why would people who like to get out of their heads ever go to Jamaica? Don't know. Sorry, what were we doing? Oh, right. My friend Peter asked me if I would do this. It's an old Ewan McCall song. It's about Salford, Lancashire. But it gets played by everybody anyway. Sorry about that. That is not going to do. I can sometimes catch it on the fly, but I wasn't sure where that one was. So, sorry, folks. That's how you know it's folk music, right? There's tuning. I have been led to believe as well that actually the chat room is a great place for limericks. I will spare you mine. There we go. I met my love by the gasworks croft. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Clouds are drifting across the moon. Cats are prowling on their beat. Spring's a girl in the street at night. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I heard a siren from the dawn. I saw a train catch the night on fire. I smelled the spring on the southward wind. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I guess you have to imagine the fiddle player like I'm doing. Sharp axe, shining steel, tempered in the fire, and I'll chop you down like an old dead tree. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Met my love by the gasworks croft. I dreamed a dream by the old canal, and I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Dirty old town. Ha. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. I mean, they're all kind of my favorites, you know. I have moments when I like them all. I have moments when I hate them all. What do we got left here? Let's do that. Yeah. Hey, okay, now would be a good time to engage in the juggling portion of our show. Ooh, don't lose that. What am I doing? What am I licking now? I mean, I haven't said no, but I just would like to know what I... Let's do this here. We'll get a little bit soft and quietish. Pardon me while I tune this thing and... Yeah, excellent. Things that Sarah puts in the chat. I thought I knew some of you folks better than that. All right. Yep. Again, you'll have to excuse the flipping of pages, but I do this because this really does kind of, it's weird. I won't lie. I mean, if I would probably be doing this sitting down here by myself anyway, just strumming guitar and goofing off on the internet. But I don't care if I get the lyrics wrong when I'm just playing for myself. I care if I get the lyrics wrong when I'm playing for you folks, because, well... Some of you folks seem to like this, so I want to do the best I can for you. May not be all that good, but... prison wall, heard a young girl calling. Michael, they are taking you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Sing along. Oh, lie the fields, Bath and Rye, where once watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams, songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Bath and Rye. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, if you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled and they ran me down. Now you must raise our children with dignity. Oh, lie the fields, Bath and Rye, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams, we had songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Bath and Rye. By a lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling. As the prison ship sailed out against the sky, she wait and hope and pray for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Bath and Rye. Oh, lie the fields of Bath and Rye, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams, we had songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Bath and Rye. Oh, lie the fields of Bath and Rye, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams, we had songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. God, I'm lonely round these fields of Athenry. Fields of Athenry. Yeah. I like that one. I like that one. Okay. Let's do this one again. This was probably on the last stream as well, but I had requests for it. And, well, I like playing it, so I got room enough here for, I don't know, we'll do a small handful more, but I won't keep you folks here all day. Absolutely not. I do appreciate you coming out. Absolutely. Thanks so much, folks. This is an awful lot of fun. It gave me something positive to think about while I was scrubbing behind the stove today. Hey there, Mr. Rock and Roll. Come on. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. There we go. Cool. Yeah. What do we got? You're putting my wife on the spot. I see that. Excellent. Well done, folks. She probably deserves that. Yeah, because she never has to put up with anything awful. Cool. So, what else? Oh, yeah. I did one of these on Wednesday, and I'm doing another one on Sunday. Through the ACHF, there's an awful lot of really good entertainment going on. Where are we? There we are. There's a link either going by in the stream or it's in the description to the page that has the announcements of all the stuff that's going on. Bill Nouveau was on earlier today. I didn't get a chance to tune in live because, like I said, I had my head behind the stove. I look forward to catching his show when this is done. But yeah, there's all kinds of really great Windsor entertainment going on because of this grant thing that the city was just unbelievably generous with doling out. So thanks especially to the City of Windsor, the Art Council, all the folks involved there. Do yourself a favor. Check out that link and look up some of these other folks. Tara Watts. I don't want to start naming names because I know that I'll leave out a lot of people who are really important in there. There's a lot of really great entertainment going on. Corda's doing a play. Fearless Frida, they're going to, I think, Zoom it. I'm not really sure what's going on. What's a fellow to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes were blue. Well, I knew right then I'd be taking a whirl round the Saltail prom with a Galway girl. Yep. We're halfway there when the rain came down on a day She asked me up to her flat downtown on a fine soft day I ask you, friend, what's a fellow to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes were blue. So I took her hand and I gave her a twirl, and I lost my heart to a Galway girl. Well, when I woke up, I was all alone, with a broken heart and a ticket home. And I ask you now, tell me what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? I've traveled around, I've been all over this world. Boys, I ain't ever seen nothing like a Galway girl. I've traveled around, I've been all over this world. Boys, I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. Yeah. Galway Girl. I stole that one from Steve Earle. And boy, does he ever wish I'd give it back. I'm sure. He must wish I'd give it back. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right. How we doing out there, folks? We hanging in? Couple more? 2 or 3 more? 5 more? 8 more? Not 8 more. Not 8 more. Charlie, I came in late to the party. Did I miss Black Velvet Band? I don't. Did I? I don't think you did. How sad is it? I had to check my notes to know what I had played this show so far. Ugh. It's a side effect of having my repress it all. Yum, 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 yum. All right. So yeah, let's do Black Velvet Band. Sure. Let's do the real Black Velvet Band, though, not that goofy version that I did before on a whole other stream. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And she was, is your part. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Yeah, we'll do that. The really, really sad part about that is having 2 versions of Black Velvet Band in sort of my repertoire. Guaranteed. Whichever one I set out intending to do, the lyrics to the other one immediately jump into my head. Yeah, so let's do this just to make sure we have... Oh, hey, there we go. Yeah, once again. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land, and she was, is your bit. And her hair hung over her shoulder, Tied Up with a Black Velvet Band. Ooh, and I will take this on. Take that. Yeah, Carrie's got the And She Was bit. There you go. Big surprise. I may have actually learned it from Carrie a million years ago. A million. I say a million. I'm that old. Carrie is not. Carrie is not. In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many's an hour sweet happiness I spent in that neat little town, till sad misfortune came over me, and it caused me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and relations, to follow the Black Velvet Band. Here we go. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, you'd think she was queen of the land, and she was, and her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. That's where your bit goes. As I went out strolling one evening, not meaning to go very far, I met with a frolicsome damsel. She was renting her woo at the bar. Well, a watch she took from her customer, and she slipped it right into my hand. And the law came and put me in prison. Bad luck to the Black Velvet Band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Next morning before judge and jury, for trial I had to appear. And the judge, he says to me, "My lad, the case against you is quite clear. 7 long years is your sentence. You're going to Van Diemen's Land, far away from your friends and relations, to follow the Black Velvet Band." Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up in the back of my van. So come all of you jolly young fellas, I'll have you take warning by me. Whenever you're out on the liquor, me lads, beware of the pretty colleen, for they'll fill you with Tully and Guinness until you are unable to stand. And the very next thing that you know, me lads, you're playing in a folk music band. Oh, her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Oh, her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Thank you. Thanks very much, folks. I really do appreciate you all showing up like this. I know I keep saying that. And you know why I keep saying it? I keep saying it because I keep meaning it. I really, really do. I really, really do. Let's try that off. Let's scratch that off. Oh, I did that. Yeah, did that. Hey, we're running out of songs here. That's a good idea. Cool. So maybe what? 2 more? Yeah. Yeah, 2 more perhaps. Yeah. And then I'll go away and let you folks have the rest of your afternoon to yourselves in peace and stuff like that. Did I finish what I was talking about before? About, hey, I think maybe I did. That I did one of these on Wednesday. This one sort of turned out to be impromptu. It just kind of off the cuff. I like the idea of, hey, every 17th is St. Patrick's Day. Maybe every 14th is Valentine's Day. Ooh. Does that mean that every 25th is Christmas? I mean, we don't have to go nuts, but we could go a little nuts. Just something to get us through this thing, right? Well, you let me know. You let me know what you think of that idea. But I think I'm going to take a little bit of time. Another week or so, at least. I have a couple of more ideas for sort of theme shows. I want to do a boats show. So like that being folk music, nobody lives on a boat for very long. They all those stories end up just brutal. I had another idea for there was a boat show and there was something else, but I forget what it was. Farming songs, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of time. Let some of the other people out there, do some of their stuff. Besides, I want to tune into their shows. They've got some, as I said, the city of Windsor has some absolutely fantastic entertainment going on. And outside of that, there's all kinds of other really great streams going on. So, but yeah, for now, I'll take a week or two, probably 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more. This one comes from the Pogues. This might just be my favorite song of all time. It was Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank. An old man said to me, you won't see another one. And then he sang a song, a rare old mountain tune. Well, I turned my face away, dreamed about you. Well, I got on a lucky one, came in 18 to 1. I got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas. Well, I love you, baby. It's gonna be better times when all our dreams will come true. They've got cars big as bars, they've got rivers of gold, but the wind blows right through you, it's no place for the old. When I first took your hand on that cold Christmas Eve, I promised you Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome and pretty, queen of New York City. But when the band finished playing, they howled out for more. Sinatra was swinging, all the drunks they were singing. We kissed on the corner, then danced through the night. The boys from the NYPD choir was singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. you're a punk, you're an old whore on junk lying there almost dead in that bed. You scumbag, you maggot, you're cheap when you're haggard. Happy Christmas, you're ours. I pray it's our last. The boys from the NYPD choir were singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. Well, I could have been someone, so could anyone. I gave my dreams to you when I first found you. I kept yours with me, babe. Your dreams replace my own. Can't do it all alone. I built my life around you. Boys from the NYPD choir was singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. Boys from the NYPD choir was singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. Always will remember well the day we went away, sailing out of Belfast in the morning. Our hopes were on tomorrow as we kissed the girls farewell. Our dreams were on the days of our returning. And they'll be dancing, romancing, nevermore we'll roam. They'll be rolling in the hay and there'll be whiskey in the tay when the boys come rolling home. We safely reached the other side in New York City Fair, in spite of wind and rain and stormy weather. We all sat down and drank a glass, wished each other well, swore we'd all come back again together. For the dancing, romancing, I and nevermore will roam. They'll be rolling in the hay and there'll be whiskey in the day when the boys come rolling home. Well, Joey went to Boston, Sam to Buffalo, and went out as far as California. I used to get some letters then, but that was long ago. They always spoke of Ireland and returning. For the dancing, romancing, I and nevermore will roam. They'll be rolling in the hay and there'll be whiskey in the day when the boys come rolling home. Yep. Must be over 90 now. My grandson's by the bed. Here I'm in Chicago and still scheming. He says he'll take me back again to rest my weary head, and I leave him a legacy of dreaming of the dancing, romancing, I am nevermore will roam. They'll be rolling in the hay and there'll be whiskey in the tay when the boys come rolling home. And they'll be dancing, romancing, I am nevermore will roam. They'll be rolling in the hay and there'll be whiskey in the tay when the boys come rolling home. Oh, all the money that e'er I've had, I've spent it in good company. Oh, and all the harm that I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. And all that I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend, and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town. She surely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks, her ruby lips, I own she has my heart enthralled. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, all the comrades that e'er I've had, they are sorry for my going away. And all the sweethearts that e'er I've had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. I'll gently rise and I'll softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Thanks very much, folks. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I hope to see you all very, very soon. Thank you again. Bye. Happy St. Patrick's Day.